I'm just going to record me working. Something I never do. I should probably make me another drink real quick. Look at all this damage the government has done. Like when I touch my thighs, I can feel ripples from the fat injections. They're not allowing the ripples to show though because they know that'd be enough to push me over the edge and you'd be watching me on the news. That kid is a fucking problem. No, no. My back. My back. My back. Ouch. Shut the fuck up. I just ow. You try to lie about folks feeling sorry. I do not feel sorry for him. And it's the devil. The only reason I mentioned that just now is and clarify is because they faked the emotion of sympathy. So when I got the impression, I remarked. Under the wrong impression, exactly. Simple one-liners. I do not own the rights to this song. They thought it wasn't going to make the internet because they know that I stay away from uploading um, videos that have music in them. I literally might only have 4 or 5 with music in them of a lot of hundreds. And um, they got copyright notices. And it's not that I don't know how to fix that. I just, it don't matter right now. This matter is isolated. I'm not sure how I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like simple one line it. It's not a priority. I got too much other shit going on. That's like, that's if I ever decide I can make this public and not care. Like, oh no. Mhm. Sorry, man. This month I'm starting, not this month, next month. But we're at the end of the month, so April I'm going to start stretching. That's kind of how a lot of some of the other sabotage began. Like because I'll hang off the end of the bed and I'll do a headstand and not free one, assisted, but and all kind of stuff. Like, and they got mad about that because you know it's an indicator. When I do that, I can tell whether or not they're attacking a part of my brain they're not supposed to be attacking. They're not supposed to be attacking my brain at all, but I'm just saying I could tell how extreme they've gotten with the attacks. From something as simple as hanging off the side of the bed. They got mad and they smacked me into the wall with physics, and like it's online. She said, "Whoa, you don't know what's gonna happen." He seen her doing the same people the same fucking way. I don't know what that means. He told everybody she got aggravated and saw them what? I don't know what the fuck that means. They said in parallel reality, he told everybody that I got aggravated assault and that they didn't have to worry about me sitting on my porch. Aggravated assault. He said they're gonna know that she's been doing the same thing the entire time, and we were acting like she wasn't at the same frequency as anyone else. You know, I'm at a frequency no one can reach to begin with, so I'm tired of having to. You already know every motherfucking thing I would say regarding that statement, bitch. Review it. Look, just violating the ears. They saw me think that quick. You see how quick they are? Like, and if you don't know what I'm thinking, you can't connect the two. They saw me think that ask him, does he have headphones? Now look, check this out. I know that's the same agents that are watching me remotely, right? So ideally they should be handled roughly, right? But since the application of membranes, parallel reality, and dual experiences are being acknowledged because it's covert activity, this is how you got to do stuff. Excuse me. Do you mind turning it down a little? Thank you. And now he's just looking stupid. Okay, so now look, check this out. Get this. The music's offensive, right? Has offensive language. They all know who I am. They're just disrespectful as well. They just jam my thought. They removed the thought. Can't believe they just said that. I said that boy, nobody's doing, ain't no motherfucking body else listening. And it ain't that ain't nobody else listening. You can't hear that. Like even if, like I said, if I had my radio on, if I was running a TV, you have to have your TV up to not know what's going on outside. You get what I'm saying? Like, um, it's never about paying attention. It's always about being disturbed. These motherfuckers be disturbing the fuck out of me. I hate this motherfucking street. I ain't never been around no shit like this. He been acting and playing crazy lately. In my journal entry, digital journal 6, you see me talk about that, about how they changed me, like a different demon was occupying the body and acting in a way that it doesn't normally act, like having outbursts and doing all kind of stuff. So whereas he used to try to keep this mild mannered, quiet persona, but mischievous, he'd leave the neighborhood and get into some shit. Now he was like yelling for no motherfucking reason. I can't show you. Because then I'd be the disturbance. And they all waiting on me. Motherfuckers that don't ever hear nothing chime in when I do something. Let them hear me. Imagine living on a street where there's chaos. Enough. No one paying attention to one another's chaos. And the minute you say something at an elevated tone, every motherfucking body, you know what I'm saying? Like, the devil ignores the devil. The devil does not ignore the angel. Mm-hmm. You said he don't want her to act like he's supposed to be able to speak to her. So, oh, that's what I was about to say. Okay, so you saw what just took place, right? Just so happens I recorded. Um, this happens mostly in a um, political type setting. So that's like the courtroom, the caseworker, those things that fall under the mental health umbrella. So when I'm having these one-on-one conversations, that's part of the reason why I start putting them all online, because I am being targeted. Okay, when I stay away from these, you know what I'm saying? Like they find a way to get me in and involved in these facilities. Um, so I said that's part of the reason why I started putting that stuff online. They don't have their minds. So after a meeting appointment takes place, the agents, I watch them repaint their perception of what took place. So it'll be um, the things that we said to one another. You know, like you can't say anything about what I did was wrong. They'll paint it differently, and the next time that individual sees you, they will feel some type of way. You know, they'll try to handle you some type of way, and then get checked, and or they'll sabotage you. You know, they'll fuck your notes up. So when you can't remember what's real, what actually took place, what you were a part of, all the details about it, the government repaints it and reshapes the perspective. I'm talking about people would think you spoke in a tone you didn't speak in. People would think you looked at them in a way that you didn't look. I watch them paint this stuff. I can see it all. That's the fucked up part about having access to the pineal gland. It's associated with imagining things. So it's no different from you daydreaming and imagining, closing your eyes and imagining. You see what they show you. They have access to your pineal gland, so you see what they show you. Um, and that's also how they fuck you over because they will repaint your experience. They'll imagine artificial intelligence is. I don't know when or if I'm ever going to talk about that because I need to make sure when I talk about a subject like that, it is said in 3 words and not 30. Can't add. It's got to be cut and dry. It can't be anything like what I just described. They said they know that she ain't got nobody over there, so they don't be, so they be acting a fool and trying to act like they can tell the street anything and no one, you know what I'm saying? Like, will say nothing to her. You've seen it. Okay, so check this out. Normally, if I weren't working on a hard copy, I'm always working on my phone. literally. So, um, me just being like this, you're seeing it. That's what's being manipulated, and they're annotating it how they want to annotate it. You get what I'm saying? And I know that I told you that one group is doing this and one group is doing that. That's what disinformation is. They create a lot of different takes on my situation, and the most prevalent one is that I'm not here right now at all. So shut the fuck up. Leave me alone. Okay, so the 16th. Okay. What happened on the 9th? Saturday. What are these notifications for? Nothing. Maybe I have to turn my Wi-Fi off. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Reminder, you have an appointment scheduled on April 1st, 2021 with Portage Path Behavioral Health Services. Okay, so as soon as I turned that phone off, they saw the opportunity to manipulate reality. These phones are synced. Ideally, had I not cut the Wi-Fi off, you would have heard both phones go off. Like, watch this. And then it says new text message 2 minutes ago. Google Voice. See, there it is. Additional funds. And then I send those documents in. For the rate implication. Okay, so 125 I sent the application via email. On the 4th, they terminated. Received all required documents, decided not to act. This contributes to suffering because they were betting on me not being able to call and resolve the matter. That's true. You know, I hate CSS and Rochelle enough that I wasn't feeling that shit at all. Also, I don't know when the next time I'm going to be able to use a phone. I hope they have a pay, like maybe I can use the phone as a library. So anyhow, they use pay phone as the main library to resolve on the 8th. The documents are in the system. Someone just decided to ignore. He questioned who Tequila was. I informed him that that was me and that I attached a copy of my name change document because my utility bills that they requested card and my birth name. He activated the funds. They reloaded on the 4th of March with no problem. Wish I could have recorded that conversation. Keeping so under the card. Should activate replacement card rider. So online option you have to call. I have free data, free text, and minutes with Q-Link, but no way to order the phone without the card. This is too much information. So 3-1. And that's the digital journal there. Okay, so right now, they've corrupted the last 3 digital journals. Part 4, Part 5, and Part 6. So it just so happens that with Part 5, when they corrupted it, instead of starting another journal like with another number like I normally would, that's kind of how 4 came into existence because they corrupted 3. And you get what I'm saying? So anyhow, like with 5, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pick up like in a different document, and this will be B. And when I identified that as B, they actually released, digital journal Part 5. And at the end of the month, when it was time for me to create the link and upload it to the drive, I was able to consolidate the 2 and put it on Facebook. I don't know what's going to happen this month. Digital Journal Part 6 has been locked up since. Now I took the same approach. Digital Journal has been locked up since the 3rd of March, and it started on the 14th of February. It started on Valentine's Day. They corrected it on the 2nd or 3rd of March, and like I said, I picked up. And they'll need to be consolidated. Digital Journal Part 7 starts on the 1st of April, the day of my name change, my court hearing on the 1st, until the 31st of May. So it'll cover 2 months. But so you can imagine, like, any type of annotation that I want to check for, to see if I want to remove it from here, because I'm trying to keep these as like just blanket entries maybe, or just like short notes like this action was taken on this day. This is the addendum to the complaint for the judge and the attorney. They corrupted the complaints. This is the addendum. The hard copy is what I have. The digital copy of this has not been corrupted. Digital journal. If I want to remove something from here, or I decide that I added too much detail in here, like stuff that, Um, it's too much for coverts. Coverts hate details. You know, something like this, a motherfucking too many details, and something like this, a document that's just a reference for corruption could blow their motherfucking minds, and they'll act a fucking fool and end up on YouTube. So yeah, I don't know if I broke this the same way, but let me see. So 3 when I got the that's a detail that doesn't need. I mean, I had to run around that day, and because I had to run, I did. I made a video about it, and I noted it in the journal. Okay, so I can remove that. And it's already on YouTube. By the way, my bandwidth like is what they're interfering with. That's why I turn my Wi-Fi off. I have a video that's been trying to upload since the 25th. It's the 27th. It's gotten nowhere. They're mad about an Instagram post that I attempted to make last night. That hasn't gotten anywhere. They keep saying not posted yet. Try again. So that's why I was saying here with it all. The only time I turn it on is if I need to reference an email. Ouch. Is if I need to reference an email. I called yesterday about the internet. They told me I had a 243-minute wait. So I chose for them to call me back, and it said 48 hours. Almost wish I would have waited the 243 minutes because my minutes aren't free, and I don't never talk to nobody on the phone. But that would have put me at about 2:30 in the morning when the call was finally taken. And I guess another reason why I'm doing this video, you know, I don't know where this decided. Like, let me show you what a day is like when I work. I did this a long time ago too. It's in a divine disclosure video. And I don't know if I uploaded like the whole 3 or 4 hours, but you know, it'll be like 3 or 4 hours before I take a break and do something in the kitchen, or you know, it's not warm enough for me to be outside yet, and I'm ordering a swing, so I will be spending all my time, no different than any other, the last 2 years, all my time outside. Like I just was spending it on the porch, and now I'll be spending it in the backyard on the swing. So I ordered this. I'm gonna order a swing when my stimulus check comes. It was ordered to mail yesterday, so when I get those funds, I'm gonna get a swing um, that I've already scouted out and a grill. Um, you know, I had some items like free items last year that I could have, you know, came up on, and the landlord and the tenant downstairs shut the shit down, fighting me about space that was established as mine. And then they made sure I couldn't take them to court. They kept removing all the documents from my cell phone. So, um, speaking of which, he's been rejecting my mail too. Like, now that I mail him often, this is only the second letter. First one was notarized. This is the second. It was returned. It was returned. I decided to send it to the restaurant instead of his address. I've already complained to AMHA, which is something that I had not done and I was trying not to do, but they're so motherfucking asinine. Anyhow, um, they're capable of acting like something is taking place. It's not. They have no reason to find me suspicious. This is all my days. Occasionally I play music, and when I do decide to play music, half the time I decide to play it all day long. You know what I'm saying? But it's not loud. Them motherfuckers next door are loud. Okay, and when they play music, it sounds like you're playing it inside your apartment. That little motherfucking boombox over there ain't hurting nobody. That's not bothering nobody. And the only reason they're trying to act music loud now is because they're trying to apply their debt. He got rid of the shit that he was using to disturb me with, that huge ass motherfucking box. And now that it's gone, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to act like somebody bothering them. I don't. This year, it's March. I've played my radio. Out of the 90 days, maybe 10. They're capable of acting like something is being done to them that's not. You wouldn't believe how many times I've heard him trying to convince her to act. He acts like he hears me saying things. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't hear I'm making a video. I make videos in my apartment all the time. You've never been able to hear, and now suddenly you got to make a motherfucking ear. No, you're desperate because you're worried about her finding out how you managed to hide that shit all that motherfucking time that you said about her. On top of other things, I'm gonna beat your ass no matter what. You can't ever get fly at the motherfucking mouth with me. That shit ain't gonna never ever. You got a word for life, and he knows the time is near. And if I wasn't in so much motherfucking shit with the government and trying to organize things so that all fingers will point at the motherfucking government, I take care of shit right away. This would have never went on this long. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I was allowing this to take place. Did you see? Obviously, it's impossible for me to be a disturbance. And if the camera wasn't running right now, I wouldn't even be talking to the camera. I'd be working in silence and getting probably more done. Um, so, over recent days, there's been a lot of cursing that's going on when the agents have been telling me what they're going to do. I've been noting that via Facebook. You hear me just on the door? Dual experience. Can't hear me, but he knows what's going on. When I say certain things, the bitch snaps. Start slamming shit. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, tells me what they're gonna do. And out of nowhere they'll start literally acting something out, and it goes back to that thing that I said, like if you're talking to the streets and none of the street is able to talk to me, you know what I'm saying? Like you're just kind of trying to shape their perspective and you'll lie your motherfucking ass off like they're habitual motherfucking liars. Um, the devil. The devil is a fucking lie. These are the same motherfuckers like they'll never see nobody in my place be acting like I'm having sex, okay? 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 So Um, if I wasn't talking to the screen right now, and I come across some information, that there a lot of lies depend on the type of DNA that they stole, depends on, they'll begin to go off. Like, they'll start slamming doors out of nowhere next door. They'll begin to slam doors downstairs. Someone might begin to yell, and this is all, like I said, being done indirectly. But because you can't see all the thoughts that are taking place on all the minds. Like if you were able to see the same screen and remote neural monitoring play out, know what's being said to these motherfuckers to make them snap. You know what I'm saying? Like the type of intel that they're receiving to make them snap, or the type of um, dual experiences that they're having that makes them snap. It all makes sense. There's just an element of this fight that's not recognized. And that's what I was saying. Like, the best part about this all is there's an entire script for this 4-year fight that I've had against the motherfucking government for everyone that I've ever come across. And it's obvious what's taking place. And like in this complaint, I told her, I'm like, it can't be mandated by your court, but a higher court. But you hear that? So they've been conversating the whole time, and then out of nowhere. And sometimes it's different. So imagine this. That physics is an element of this, of how I'm being attacked. Imagine someone reaching their hand out my stomach right now and you seeing that on the screen. That's science. That's possible. That's physics and portals. Okay? So they have the ability to infiltrate the body. And anyhow, back to what I was saying, physics. So there's times where they thicken the walls and everything so that it fits the lie that they're telling. And they will say that we're in two totally different places. You get what I'm saying? And then there's times where they completely thin everything out, which is what the structure of this house would be. It's just, it's an old house. It's built, the framework is poor, and the walls are thin. So you'd be able to hear a bit more. You get what I'm saying? Like, um, imagine today you can hear the apartment downstairs toilet flush. It's been that way since you moved in. You hear it for 6 months straight, and then suddenly you don't ever hear the toilet flush. You get what I'm saying? Like, they thinking it just, however the lie goes. Um, they're talking about white people playing like they're intuitive again. That pisses me off. It does, because you're not able to be, and you can't even develop a pineal gland. Um, so yeah, the acoustics, the ears are being violated remote harassment. Okay, remote harassment. But the acoustics is like looking. They have a read of all the sound in the area, what they turn down, what they turn up, like what's amplified was dense, so sometimes they make things stand out to make it appear that you're a part of that experience. Sometimes they block things to make it um I can't really recall a time they ever really oh started me because you know something you don't have to look for. It's just something you hear. You can't help but hear it. They got mad because I was able to identify the movement without seeing. So they further attacked my ears to make sure that I couldn't tell who was coming and going and when. When originally it was never about, there's so much that you pick up sensory perception. There's so much that you pick up that's just like, um, not education. It's just an education. It's just, what I'm saying, knowing, being aware. And it never comes into play or in question unless some fraudulent shit happens. And so what had happened was they were moving towards more fraudulent activity and they were mad because I was identified and they were getting mad about my neural responses, the thoughts that I was producing when I hear the fraudulent things take place. I'm done talking. Let me see. 53, 38. I want more coat. No, you have to catch me. I can write. Sugar crunchy. At the end of February, you put 10 to 15 pounds on me. I have to weigh myself and tape myself in a few days. Like I said, it's the 27th. I weigh and tape on at the first day of the month or the last day. Whereas I was doing it like daily in the past. I went the fuck off. And not even how I wanted to, because like I said, these motherfuckers, they do too much dirt to be as scary as they, like for them being the type of scary individuals that they are, they do way too much dirt. Your bitch ass, shut the fuck up. You too motherfucking scary for the type of behavior you keep put up. Anyhow, so when I say I went off, it was like I slammed something. You know, I don't ever slam anything. I slammed my bathroom cabinet. And that was it. And they tried to lie on me then and applied all the slamming and shit that they do downstairs to me. I just said I was going to. Okay. I let this coat go. And then I can put it. So, one more thing. Luckily, they've been removing it out of my system. Like there's times where I chug this, and sometimes I just sip on it because I do enjoy the taste. This is three types of wine, no, four types of wine, and gin. Dopamine, nothing. Pleasure seeking, no enjoyment. I'm talking about jump off a bridge and die. Punk ass Satanist. Remote inoculation. They just injected something into my forearm. Shut the fuck up. Leave me. I keep telling y'all, leave me alone. Well, I haven't had any sleep either. 2 days in a row. Except for yesterday, I was able to get some sleep in the afternoon. I got like 2, maybe 3 hours in the afternoon. That has not happened today. The time is now 3. Oh no, 2:41. I got like the hands. 2:41. Um, actually, That was just yesterday. So 3:26. Did you hear that? No, not that. Stop. They're cursing and spelling. They're always acting like I'm witnessing something that I'm not. And they're always trying to show me something. Like I'm always blocking the stuff out that they're trying to show me. Imagine when they get perverted, how graphic and nasty that is. So that day that I sent that, I think I requested. Let's see. But not Avengers, right? Hold up. Okay. It seemed like so long. 2, 3. Oh, God. So I'm trying to figure out how to. I'm not doing being extra. Like I'm only doing that because they cut my finger the other day, and I'm really just letting it breathe. This is how it's normally been. Like I let it breathe, then I rewrap it, I clean it and rewrap it. And it's the weirdest thing. Like imagine, like I just had earplugs in earlier this morning, trying to block out what was taking place outside. Imagine I clean my ears every day. Q-tips I run through. Imagine there being a wax, and then like the government creates this overwhelming feeling of wax. It's sensory perception, and you, okay. Hmm. I'm killing. I'm killing y'all out. I cannot figure out how to work this. That's definitely not it. Okay, so after that, I think that's appropriate. I think that's very appropriate. They talk about all the lies. They talk about the votes at the homeless shelter. What I was trying to upload 9 photos and a 42-minute video to Instagram, early hour of the morning. I created a meme. The meme says, she said she's about to verbatim their asses. The meme says, those that know me by Victoria do not know me at all from nowhere. I acquainted no one under the name I carried since June 2015. Those that know me as Tequila or Kiki. Oh, hold up. This is the part. So that meme was already too much. What I wrote was, I guess, I don't know, way too much for him. I said, I did not befriend. Hold up. Paste resume. Like, okay, it said, I did not befriend anyone, and that's what I'm being attacked with. Oh, and that's why. I proofread this last night. Now I got a typo. Like, they always do something to discredit my work. I swear, like, it's obvious I'm thorough. Anyhow, now these digital journals, I will say this much about my digital journal entries. I wrote the first, all of them really, like, because they were fucking my laptop up. Right? Oh, they were fucking my laptop up. So look, I've written a book, y'all. Chronicles. There's another part to this. That part is written. This was all written via phone. Covers October. Actually, it even has part 1 here, which is what I started in April of 2020. And then they corrupted it, so I didn't pick up, like, for the digital journal again until October. Everything in between I annotated in my planner. But yeah, it covers, excuse me. So yeah, it chronicles. I'm talking about time and date. This is a legal reference. It's time and dated. I have written a book, y'all. So, like I was saying, what I'll say about this is because I was writing it with my phone, the Samsung, occasionally I spoke text. I was doing like talk to text. And so when I go back and reread it, like I catch is all the errors that I could. But sometimes, like I said, I'm dealing with a lot of corruption. So occasionally they slip something in there, but it's like you would have to have no sense for it not to make sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then the good thing about this is it's like evidential, but it's often like covered somewhere else too. Like I might mention, well, digital journals is where I go into detail, like when I make videos, remote neural monitoring is in full effect and they make sure I leave something out. I swear after every video I make, I'm like, oh, it was erased. So, yeah. So occasionally there'll be like a little bit of, there and there, but it's nothing. So anyhow, what it said was, back to my name and those who do and do not know me. Okay, it said that or I said, I did not befriend anyone, and that's why I'm being attacked with science behind. Oh, and that's, oh no, okay. And that's what I'm being attacked with science behind, because that's what the government has been lying about to invert low lives across the globe. Anyhow, this post turned into something else. I'm excited about my hearing next week. That's where the Mimi of truth came from. But then I realized the government was lying about my location, as they always are. I've done enough videos on my location being manipulated that I won't entertain being in airplane mode. I've been in this shit apartment 2 years, as they continuously lied about my whereabouts and used others to hide where I am. So I displayed that. So these 9 photos is this is what is going over. Um, this duplex is a parallel reality trap. My porch, their side door, and their front porch that they barricaded and don't use. They continue to surface nearest to me who they've tried to paint as the threat to shadow their doings. Occasionally, I catch them hanging out in front of my entrance, pretending this is a single family home. The agents were made the agents were mad about the swing I ordered. It said they were going to use the backyard and they've been staying away from. Since they're watching me, they see everything I'm doing when they saw me scouting, and adding these items to a buggy, they're just waiting for payment. This is the type of shit they started orchestrating. It was established last year for them to stay away, and they did. And now they're trying to act like they ain't got no boundaries. So these things were established last year. Days later, I go pick up the trash like I've been planning to, and found what he was trying to hide. I recorded it, like what they were trying to hide, or what he was trying to hide. It was him and Kelly Bunt's son-in-law, her daughter's baby dad. What they were trying to hide, they had they have a mouse problem or a mice problem, and don't want the landlord to know. I noted this in 2019, but they were so busy trying to discredit my word that, like, they didn't want to appear that it was done with physics, and they don't want me to know at all. And since they're pretending that they're me, they're living with mice and smoking milk. You wouldn't believe how many motherfuckers have, like, kind of looked at me like I might be doing drugs in a professional setting because of how the government is applying the debt. And they're looking at these motherfucking meth addicts like their word is creditable because they're applying my debt, my karma, to them. So anyhow, but everyone, it's their problem, not mine. But everyone listening to them has been too busy buying their bullshit. They don't know the truth is public. They've been living with mice for almost 2 years because they're nasty as fuck. Moving cars is about disassociating claims. You were not claiming that you were not part of or did not witness what took place. So there's obviously return, like some space between that. It applies to a different part of the video. He backed it to my trash can. And it was nothing major. The video was there. But he was being so shitty about it that he didn't right his wrong. You get what I'm saying? Like any other time, he ain't never hit the trash can ever. It was done on purpose. What time is it? Do I need to eat yet? And last time I ate was 12:25. It is 3:11. So I said the prejudice was deferred. Um, I already made the changes to this. For this information, the basis of my federal grant charge because the entire world is not familiar with grant charge. Shrinking projects with a tax has been our government's tactic and objective. Always objective. Every time I work on a project, I work on more than one at the same time. Every time they manage to keep me from finishing one, they claim I'm not to heal out, or they claim I'm not myself. Um, One day, so there's something missing. Therefore, negotiates. That ended up being a project. What's the dates? 19th, 20th, second. That's what those are. Those are two 556 gigabyte USB ports. A freed up space. These are SD cards. So now I don't have the problem that I had with not being able to record or capture things. The cool part was, like about me having this hotspot now was that, I'm approaching a period where I'm going to be reviewing all that content because I need some of the things that are evidential. And I haven't done a review since 2019. Like, that was the last time I went through a massive amount the last time I went through a massive amount of content and reviewed it, like videos. Um, I was saying that I need to gather some things from that. And they're attacking my stomach right now, and they removed the thought. So that was the last time that I did that. I'm approaching a time where I'm about to. And the convenient part about having this hotspot is I don't have to hold on to I won't have to sit with so much content. That's a lot. And that's kind of why all these attacks are being made. Like, my appearance has changed dramatically. And it has nothing to do with the way that it's impossible. You get what I'm saying? I've been telling the entire time. Um, so I found it convenient. Like, so when I make videos like this, because I made a few of these, like on my laptop or on the phone, and I upload them right away. I don't have to sit on it, and when I'm done uploading it, I can delete it. You know, like it's convenient. I haven't had the internet um, to use at my leisure since 2017 when gang stalking started and the government depleted all my motherfucking resources and stole all my shit. So yeah, I'm approaching a period for that. I'm not going to list it as a project yet because I keep changing my mind about the dates, and that's very rare. And the reason, whenever I change my mind about the dates, normally when I said something, I plan ahead and I follow through. That means an extreme amount of attacks and interference are taking place if I don't carry out with something that I plan to do. And I work on multiple projects at once. This is not all I'm working on, but in lieu of, like other shit, like and not being able to really use the internet like I want to. This is what it is today. But it's not a priority. The addendum isn't a priority because it's pretty much already done. As you can see, I'm making like minimum. Like the revisions that I'm making are minimum. It's nothing to apply these changes and print it out. That's not a real task, like, and besides, the complaints are corrupted. They won't allow those files to open right now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Um, should that be after? Hmm. Yes, it should. It's crazy. My phone. They have not to stop talking. Like 1 minute, it has not been silent 1 minute. Lots of conversation. Hmm. I changed this. It's another thing, right? I haven't. Let's see. Today's the 27th. I printed this out. They blocked the judges. My model complaint is the judge's complaint. That was going to hit a lot of folks. They blocked that on the 2nd or 3rd of March. They corrected it. Won't allow it to open since the 2nd or 3rd of March. I printed this like on the maybe a week later. So I haven't had a long time. I could just, like I said, it's not a real priority. Um, so I'm thinking like the second week of um, of March. I printed this maybe even the first week because sometimes when stuff like that happen, I hurry up and print stuff out like what I have left right away. Um, but I know that I made changes to this, so this isn't the most current. The digital version that I have in my email is the most current, um, but it's still okay for me to edit this way because um, the type of energy that I have when I make edits show. Um, it's like that 3 words versus 30 thing. Yeah. So sometimes whatever I find that I want to change, I might have already nailed it. And sometimes the change that I made is better. Um, I don't know until I compare the two. Um, um, so yeah, just a couple weeks. I've only had this just a couple weeks. And the one is soon to be out. I'm going to finalize this the first week of April and just have it. Um, what I resorted to doing or what I decided to do is it would be like me putting this. Okay, this is a good example. I have a version of the model complaint, the judge's complaint, a hard copy. I have one hard copy of it. If I showed you this photo that I have, like for the complaints that I've written and all the versions that I have of those complaints, you'd be like, they're attacking the fuck out of her mind. And she makes sure she gets it right just for them to show up and ignore it. So I have a hard copy. The corrupted copy is most current, and it's I nailed it. But in lieu and not knowing what's going to happen with all the type of things that are being done, like you would have, this is so bad. They made sure it was just like the worst thing that could ever take place. They're really mad about their timelines and dimensions. But and these are motherfuckers that ain't got no business being okay. So this that hard copy I'm going to upload on Facebook into the complaints, that album that I have that has all the complaints that I've written in it. I'm going to place it there anyhow, just in case, because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm mad as fuck. So anyhow, that'll be 4, and then I gotta move this one. I don't know if I should do that now. Um, yeah, I probably should. And I think I'm gonna remove my YouTube inventory from here altogether. I don't think I should include it. It's not in this document. It's not in the document anywhere. I was going to print it, and just attach it to the back. I don't think that's necessary. And I don't want to make anything easy for anyone. All y'all know how to read, y'all don't have to read. Y'all gonna have to watch. I vindicated myself. For um, no, P5. Hmm. I have to pee really, really bad. I'm trying to finish this page. Watch your motherfucking mouth. The agent just, two female agents talking to one another just said, let's do that other shit. Every time they say let's do that other shit, horrible shit takes place. And they begin to talk real foul and fucked up, and I be having to go the fuck off. But then the other female responded and she was like, yeah, because they didn't tell her that her mom was in the hospital. My mom better not have set foot in a motherfucking hospital. And I was like, if she was, and I find out that didn't no motherfucking body tell me, like, you still have to answer to me. Them motherfuckers ain't ready for that. My cousins is not ready for that. I'll show up. Okay, hold on, all the lines. Oh, hold on. Oh, 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 oh no. No, the fuck no. Uh-uh. Ain't no motherfucking way. The addendum is 30 pages. I know I already told you that, but if you're wondering why it looks like I only got about 9, that's because there's 4 pages per sheet. Mm. Hmm. Where is that? That's it. Um. Not only that, one of them slammed the door, but it shook. Stop, bitch. Did I just tell you earlier? I kill you. When you saw me, what did you do? Alright, shut the fuck up. I'm about to add this clear coat after I use the restroom. And then I'm gonna work on something else. That other motherfucker. Timelines and dimensions are why bitches who are punks be talking shit to folks. Maybe we're saying something ain't right about her. Always looking back and to and stuff. And another was said because they know that y'all let her ass sneak up on her. Fear of being caught in some shit. Hey, it's in the show. They're lying about my location still too. That's the shit I'm talking about. No ratchet bitch. Okay. I'm going to. This came out really good. I'm gonna. That's just for me. This is just for me. I'm gonna show another picture once. My feet aren't ashy because my feet is really ashy. Okay. Let me note that I worked on this in the time period that I worked on it. Am I gonna apply the updates? Probably not because I'm using a laptop that way. Right now they're discussing the nude photos that I took, and they weren't nude. I had on a pair of panties. I was taking photos to show the damage that they've done to my body. They said that someone's gonna know that the photos were only for me. When they were watching me take the photos, they were lying saying I was sending them somebody, and I didn't even have no motherfucking phone service at the time. That's the type of sabotage that's taking place. I'm talking about like a whole fake world where fake shit takes place. It's so bad. Where fake shit has real, manifestations and consequences. And no. So, and like I said, I'm going to make these changes. The first week, let me slide it now. Since I've already drafted digital journal part 7, I might as well slide the task. I knew something was wrong with that. No hoes are done. You heard what the fuck I said. Mm, it is Thursday. There. 4. They said that we've been lying to them. They're going to know that she's so healthy that ain't nobody had no business stealing DNA. So what you see them doing amongst one another with their playing cards, the identities that they have is acting like, they told one something, that I was unhealthy and that, they could take a surplus amount of something and that, you know, and now they're saying that they're going to know that she's healthy and we've been lying to make them attack her. Something else they often say is they're going to know that she's been complaining the whole time. They're going to know that she's mad as fuck. I've mentioned that before. They're trying to hide my anger. Who the fuck you think ain't mad about all this shit taking place? You're right. Okay, so the date that I'm going to slot this task for is. I had to put all the dates in. So I said the first week. I'm going to be busy the first week because, like I said, my stimulus check will arrive soon. So I'm going to do a little bit of ripping and running. And I have a 7 day bus pass, and I want to maximize the use of that. So that means I'm going to go back and forth to quite a few stores to stockpile some items in my pantry or the freezer. My freezer's full though, like, but still, I'm gonna, yeah. And it doesn't take a week to do that, but this will keep me from having to do it anymore prior to you seeing me on the news. They said they know that she's been fighting her ass off and we've been making fun of her remotely, not to my face. Don't get your bitch, stop. Leave me alone. So I'm thinking the 7th, which is Wednesday. April 7th is a Wednesday. Hmm. Stop, bitch. Stop it. Your lying ass. No, I'm not entertaining it. How about we want you to tell them what we just said to you? No. What they're trying to establish is an entity that wasn't with the bullshit, and there's not one. This shit could have never went this far. Um, watch your mouth. Oh, ouch. Hard copy. Oh, I changed this to a hard copy. Um, Shut the fuck up. I changed it to a hard copy. The nerve, the part of my nervous system that I'm hitting, what's attached to it is also attached to like the left side of my brain, and it creates this until I break it down, like it creates this. Hold on, let me hone in on it so I can better describe it. Maybe not. Changes are addendum. Oh, I can upload these copies now. I need to make some sauce. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have. I have two ribs left in the refrigerator from like probably 2 weeks ago. It was like two of 5 or 6. Um, I have those left over, but I don't have any more Jack Daniel sauce. I used it all on my pot stickers the other night, so I gotta make more sauce. And I don't have any bourbon, obviously, but I like it better without the bourbon. I've tried it with the bourbon. Stop. Um, Now, this will be the first complaint ever that has referenced in my um, album of complaints without hitting the appropriate party first. Like, I've never put a complaint in that album before or without it hitting, like them getting notice of the complaint at all. But there's some other things, that kind of I've talked to the caseworker about corruption. You'll probably see that video. And okay, so check this out. I just washed my hair, right? And it's been about um no, it's been like a week. It's been like a week ago. What I didn't do was condition my scalp like I normally do after. So my scalp doesn't have anything on it. They gave me a shot in my head like 3 nights ago. Nope. Bear with me because I haven't had sleep in 2 days. Like not an adequate amount. So Yesterday is when I woke up and I saw it. So it was the day before that. So that's like 3 days ago. So the shot that they give, every time they give me this shot, it like overnight creates flaky skin. Like, so when I look in the mirror, like I have peeling, like flaky skin from that shot. And I always put cocoa butter on my face, and that normally handles it. Like that in hot water, or just cocoa butter alone. But it goes like right into about a quarter of an inch into my hairline, and it creates, and it's like it just keeps going. And next thing I know, like my leave out, because I have a leave out, is all fucking dandruff, like dry. And I don't even, my hair never forms dandruff. Oh, I can't take my leave out. It's stuck in a ponytail. I just said like 5 sentences. You couldn't even, you don't even know what I said. Okay, so the complaint. Apple. Um, okay, let's see. Y'all are the only ones. I mean, it's so fucking ridiculous. My hoes are always super pressed about me. That's exactly why you ain't want me to have nothing. Hmm. Where's the rest? 2 months ago. Hmm. Okay. There. Add a caption. Um. No. Okay. So page one. Hold up. One, 6, 8. No, it says something wrong. Something. Okay, so check this out. No, I didn't. Oh no. No, bitch. Remember you said the coffee shop. I'm not having that shit. We're talking about the caseworker. But, and then some others were talking about just the dimension. You know, on a daily basis, they talk about who put me where, you know, like for me to be mistreated dimensionally via artificial intelligence. So that means that the agent watching, if he sees that I'm having liquor, he'll drink my liquor and he'll apply it to his identity that he's using. You know, so that means his identity that he's using spends less cash than it's ever spent on liquor in his life. It spends less money than it's ever spent on meth, cocaine, crack, fucking heroin, pills. You know what I'm saying? Like these are addicts. They make these attacks so that they can get their high and save money with those identities. They're only interested in them because they are near me, in the same vicinity of me. And meanwhile, while no one's wealth um, surpasses mine, there's a little kid that keeps doing that. Well, there's no one's wealth that surpasses mine. Every fucking day they attack me because they're claiming that I don't have any motherfucking money on me. Remember, if I don't know if you recall, but like in like my 2017, 2018 videos, they were acting like they couldn't make certain attacks until I didn't have money. I got a 50 fucking dollar bill downstairs in my motherfucking suitcase. It's inside my passport. I said I was keeping it. And because there's, you know what I'm saying? They refuse to report. You see how fucked up this is? I shouldn't even be having to explain this. That's who your government is. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to. Does not look like they're gonna let this happen. And I'm not about to spend an hour on it. I'm move on to something else. Dang. So watch your toes. Okay, so they got it from there, but they didn't bust it right there. But that is the bottle that they got. I was like, hold up, it was a bottle. Starbucks bottle right outside near the curb. You see me just look because they just tried to make it seem like they were doing something to me. Like I caught just a little piece of that conversation, and it was something about we want somebody to buy our car, and they were acting like it was about me, and I just had to see who it was because that is some old news that next door would bring up, in which you would have seen me put on a motherfucking bra and take my ass outside and kill them. I don't play that shit. They can. Maybe they're hearing it, but they said we put so much weight on her, she don't suck her stomach in. Nope, because I'm about to fix it all. I gotta kill at least 10 folks before I kill here. My little stimulus check funds are mapped out. Okay, so yeah, no. It's not happening. Um, you better shut up talking to me. Okay, the time is 4:16. I'm gonna sweep. And then I'm gonna start putting the links on Facebook. I got like, I don't know, maybe how many could that be? It might be 100 videos that I've uploaded to YouTube since. That can't be it. Oh, it's, sometimes that number it is much larger. I have to keep not keeping in mind that I consolidated it. So sometimes the video may have like 3 or 4 different clips in it. Um, but I got some videos on YouTube, and it's enough to be a task that I need to allocate because they're not part of my inventory. They are links for Facebook. So I'm going to put those links on Facebook today. And I don't know if you noticed, I'm like kind of free falling, like just like doing whatever I can do. Um, I didn't plan ahead like I normally do, and that's because of the type of attacks that have been made. Um, there's enough interference going on. The enemy already the has eyes all up and through my rule book. So I mean, or my playbook. So I'm just want to do that. And when I get done with that, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do now because it's 2 minutes and 41. I mean, 2 hours and 41 minutes of record time. Like I said, I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna have those links, take a shower, and eat. I don't know if I'm gonna sleep on that. Maybe I should. And I'll use it tomorrow because there's more light this time of day in there. Staying in. I didn't leave my apartment today. I'm not leaving my apartment tomorrow. And like I said, I gotta make that sauce. Um, wow. 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 Um, I'm trying to think what else. The video review. I am not ready for that. I have a new tentative date. It's like it starts on the 11th of April and it carries out like a week. Um, don't know. Okay. Hmm. My goal is to be completely caught up on everything by the end of April. Um, yeah, to be completely caught up. I'm just trying to get to a point where I can do nothing but sit on my swing and drink and barbecue when I feel like it. um, and then justice. I mean, I just need a small calm before another chaotic ass storm. But because you got to think, justice for me is going to be chaotic. Like the attention, the media, the the it's going to be a lot. So I'm really trying to get to, like I said, where I don't have anything to do. I just want nothing to do for like 2 weeks, but sit, not get bit up by mosquitoes, and drink, and maybe actually get my motherfucking buzz, and like, yeah. I haven't smoked Black and Mild since February. I had it on my digital planner to stop on the 3rd of February. I had one on the 14th just because I realized I never smoked near the hospital. And you'll find that that was kind of my task for that day, was to go to the 2 hospitals and like kind of ruffle and shake some things. I was trying to get some things to move and break some things up. And the mild is an indicator that, you know, um, I'm healthy. But it just, for more than not, if that makes any sense. Like, more will report that I don't have any of the ailment and disease that they've been lying about than not when I smoke a black, but I haven't had any. So it's like a month, 3 weeks, but I'm done for good forever. I make that. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna stop this now. 2 minutes 40. Why do I keep saying minutes? It's like Bruce Almighty. I think hours and that quick they like erase and add. Remote neural monitoring is dangerous. So 2 hours and 47 minutes. But believe it or not, there's a lot of folks, a lot of entities. They're lying and saying that I still smoke black and white. And I know that because, occasionally they panic and say they're going to know that she hasn't been smoking black and whites. And that he's still in Dalmology and that he was still. I need both hands. even got planned on doing it either. I just started in thought. Mm, I'm just box sweeping, not deep sweeping. When I deep sweep, I move everything out. Ouch! Folding space. There I am.